Why is it not working? Oh, there we go. Okay. Alright, okay, there we go. We good? Hello? Yes? Okay. Shoot. Okay, I'm just, I'm still working with things, please. Why are you not showing up for me to look? Okay. Alright, well, I see somebody here. I am, currently trying to figure things out. So, in case you're wondering. Oh, thank you. Thank you. You've seen it before. As soon as it actually shows up on my phone here, why is live chat not showing up on my phone? Oh, Lord. Are you really going to be this difficult for me? Oh. Hold on. No. Discard clip. I don't want to clip. I just want to see. Oh, to be fair, that's fair. God, hold on a moment. I'm trying to see if I can get the chat on my phone. This is not panning out as well as I thought it would. Shoot. Live chat. There we go. Okay, now it works. Okay. Hi, how you doing? Alright. Alright. Cool. Alright. How's it going? If you notice, is the actual chat working? Hold on. Yes, actually it is working, but it is so slow. How do I change that? Holy hell. I have a chat overlay now. Yeah, that's the change. One of many changes. The other ones you're gonna have to see for the actual stream. But yeah, that's one of them. Yeah, that is an insane delay. I'm gonna have to fix that. I do not know how to fix that. Goodness. What is... How do I change the delay? Is there a way to change the delay, I wonder? There has to be. Oh, actually, you know what? Hold on. I might be dumb. I might be dumb. There we go. I am stupid. I'm doing good. That is actually not a delay at all. That is me being me. Yeah, okay. I think I scrolled the wrong thing. There we go. Oh yeah, well, I'm still probably gonna get her. I mean, she's cute, and she works with ratio, as far as I can tell. So, still getting a cat. Okay, yeah, it wasn't a delay at all, funny enough. I just cut out a lot of, the bottom here on accident. Okay, there we go. We cooking. We cooking. Hopefully not burning the house down. Hi, Zoc. How you doing? Okay. Yeah, well, here's the thing for me. They're going to have to nerf her actual like support for ratio for me to not get her. So like that is what they'll have to do. Otherwise, what's the word? I'm probably going to get her because she's support for ratio, and that's literally it. So she would have to be like worse than goodness. Worse than Pella? Yeah, maybe worse than Pella for me to oh. Worse than Pella. Yeah. Yeah, I have a lot of explaining to do. Anyway. Yeah, maybe worse than Pella, maybe worse than Topaz. Actually, you know what? If she was worse than Topaz, let's say that. If she was worse than E1 Topaz, maybe? Or E0S1 Topaz. Okay, hold on a moment. What? What did I do? Oh, I made him drop all that shit. Okay, yeah. My team, my ratio team is, oh man, you're gonna have to ask me what day, usually. Oh, I got rid of his backpack. Come here. There we go. That's why that happened. Anyway. It really all depends on exactly what team I'm running at the time. Most of the time, my teams are like, nowadays, it's Ratio, Tribby, Robin, and a Sustain. Usually a Venturine. That's these days. Although, like I said, I change it up quite a bit. Come over here so I can put stuff back in your inventory. Because okay, hold on a moment. That is very annoying. There you go. That's a bit better. Okay. There is no need to explain. This is normal as far as you're aware. Kind of. Kind of, yes, but also no. I've done a lot. I'm not noticing jittering on my end, but I don't know. Anyone else have a jittering? It could just also me be me, honestly. Could also be my internet, for all that I know. Because, I mean, I'm looking through the, live stream on my phone, and the live stream looks fine. Like I said, I could be mistaken. Yeah, I don't notice any on that. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I think it's just you. Because, like I said, I'm not noticing it on live stream for me. Come here. Give me all that. Anyway, no, I actually have a little bit to explain for people who are interested in this. Oh, 5-year-old phone. Okay. That makes sense. There was a lot going on. Actually, fun fact, because I think I talked about this. I made this skin, by the way. This is not the typical AI mod that people normally run. This is something called Touhou Little Maid. And basically, what's interesting about that is it's an NPC, much in the way of like Skyrim or whatnot, right? It eats. It has its own things, and you can talk to it. That is not talking to it. There you go. See? Yeah. That's the AI portion. That is literally the only AI portion. Everything else is run off of a NPC. What's the word thing? And I actually need to, I don't know what I just did just now. Was it? Oh, it was that. It was that. Okay. Oh, now it's going to sleep. Anyway. Good old Touhou. Yeah, or Touhou. Yeah, this mod is probably one of my favorite mods. It's called Touhou Little Maid. Or Touhou Little Maid. And basically, what it is they're effectively like maids. They're like NPCs that you can recruit to help you with like fighting or farming or cooking. And there's a lot of compatibilities with it. I actually have another like fox girl up here, and oh, it's dark out. I don't want to deal with the dark right now. And yeah, I'll show you momentarily. My base is a mess because I decided to just live in a cave because I do that. Yeah, I have a little fox girl who also can talk. I don't know what she's from, but she's cute. And the thing is that, funny enough, you can actually, like, program, like, little, personalities. Like, this is actually her canned personality. But the other one, I, ended up having to add. Because, naturally, most people are not gonna add the shit that I add. That's just how it be. So, oh, that's because here I'll show you these things right here, because like I said, it is like I want to say infinitely customizable, and when I say infinitely customizable, I mean it. Like, pretty much they use, like I said, the Yes Steve model, which are basically models that people have made. These are the official, I mean the normal ones that come with it. These all do. And then this is the one that I made. I haven't really downloaded any further yet, because I can't, I mean... and... let's see. Let's see now. Also, you can change the normal skin on it. These ones are part of the maid itself. Basically, what I'm using is more of a glamour, if you will. But these are the actual maids themselves. And what they normally look like. Like, I made this one. That's what he normally looks like without the fancy skin that I made for him. This is why it's called Touhou Little Maid. Is because all of these are Touhou. The original maids are Touhou. Yeah. Yeah. So you see. You can go back to having that now. Yeah, the thing is that there is a lot of customization involved because effectively the skins themselves, as well as the models, like what he normally looks like. That is made through Blockbench. And you can actually change all sorts of... I also regret giving him voice lines. But... because I went off of the Japanese voice lines, and I had no idea exactly how chatty they get. But, yeah. Even with 10% sound frequency, he's very chatty. So I'll just keep him quiet for now. Anyway. Oh, no, it's funny that you asked, or that you say that. Like I said, a lot of people, because it's open source as much as it is. Oh, it's raining? Okay. As much as open source, people actually make, like I said, models left, right, and sideways. So, whatever you can think of, people have made a model for, but it's still a very, very small base. So there's still a lot of models that people haven't made yet, you know? Like, I actually downloaded, yeah, like, they've made Star Rail ones. It's just, if you notice, it's all the ones that people are familiar with, you know? Like Clara, or Nahida, Silver Wolf, stuff like that, you know? No, they're easy to download. They're not hard to download. It's making it that I would say is the more time-consuming part. Like I said, this is why I'm kind of happy about this one, is because I've made this one. Yeah. The Clara one does come with Farog, actually. What's the word? As a model itself. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know how to activate it to where she has Svarog, because that is a Yes Steve model. But the, because I would have to download the Yes Steve model real quick for her. But yeah, if you were to look it up, she has Farog. It actually shows up when she blocks. So it's really neat. I actually like it. It also shows up when she flies, like using the Elytra. Yeah, the Silver Wolf one is also pretty fun too, because the Silver Wolf one, what's the word, has like emotes where she blows bubblegum. And also has like a thumbs up and thumbs down emote that she does. It's pretty funny. But, yeah, I don't know if you're familiar with the game, what's the word, Dragon Quest Builders? But that's pretty much how I play this game anymore. Is, once I get more quote-unquote maids, I'll probably have, different ones. They just take time for the ones that I would want. Like, I'll probably have an Aventurine one wandering around here. Because, like I said, you can make them through Blockbench. And, like I said, they're not hard to make. Well, I mean, they are hard to make, but only kind of. They're more time-consuming than anything. And if you notice, I'm not even nearly on the detail of this one. But, you know, I still do good with what I did. Well, yeah, like I said, if you've ever played Dragon Quest Builders, that's pretty much where I'm going with. Because I really liked Dragon Quest Builders. Unfortunately, though, there is never going to be a 3, and I constantly lament that. But otherwise, I play very, very casually. A lot of the things that I do in Minecraft are just legitimately because of modding. So yeah. So from what I can tell, the stream is working fine. It looks good. The chat overlay, I mean. I don't see any issues with it. And yeah. This is pretty much it. I'm just, if you're not interested in the weird modded Minecraft, then there's not really much else to say here. I can go over more detail about the Yes Steve models. I can go over what they do if you want to hear that, I guess. Like I can have him follow me and he'll attack, or go on top of the beer barrel like he likes to fucking do for some reason. Anyway. And he'll wander around. He'll, what's the word, as long as he's following me. And if you notice, every so often, he'll go back to where I'm standing. And, they'll do things that are normally player things. I don't think these ones can build, because that's more of a AI agent thing than what's the word, an NPC thing, which is kind of what they operate on. Oh, you are interested then? Okay. Like I said, they also have like a little chat bot associated with, and that is the emotes. I keep hitting the emotes on accident. Okay. What can we do with a rainy day in a meadow? I have no idea. Anyway, yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff that I've added here. I added, like I said, Touhou Little Maid, which is pretty fun. And what the... Alright. And, I also added a bunch of cooking stuff, which, funny enough, the cooking pot, they can interact with. Like, if I wanted him to, cook, he'll start cooking. Here you go. Oh, I don't have anything for the crock pot. What about the, cooking pot? There we go. Yep, see? There you go. Yep, he started cooking right there. Okay. They can do Damaku. Yes, they can. As a matter of fact, what's really fun about that is... Hold on, come here. They can do chess. And if you notice, he actually really likes chess. Of course he does. I'm not very good at it, by the way. But, yeah, they have chess. They have, Damaku. Which is actually, like, the little thing. The little... Actually, Damaku and Gomaku are different. Because Gomaku... How did I do that? Anyway, yeah, there's Damaku, there's Gomaku, there's let's see, what other things were there? There was also like Go. I think that might be Gomaku. Yeah, Gomaku is Go. What was the other things that it had? Oh yeah, there's also instruments. They can play instruments. Yeah, very lore accurate. He loves chess. But yeah, there's Gomaku. There is, like I said, chess. There was also instruments, like I said before. I forgot what half of these things do. Oh, and there's also Chinese chess, which is, Zhenqi. Or Zhenqi? Zhenqi. Yeah, I think it's Zhenqi. Or Zhenqi. Either way, there's also that too. And they also have a broom. You can actually like fly on the little broom. I haven't tried it yet, but apparently the only way you can fly on it is with one of them. Hi, Kaneki. How many of these things let you throw the Damaku itself? You actually can fire the Damaku itself. I just have no idea how to do that yet. Actually, let me see if I can find it real quick. Because I have one. I have a Gohei. Ah, here we go. Yeah. The Gohei allows you to do that. I just have no idea how to do it. Yeah, I'm showing off modded Minecraft and all the things that you can do in it. But yeah, they have that. I just have no idea how to use it. Still have no idea how to use it. There's this thing, which I can go over how to do it fully. But there's still a lot of things that, but mind you, this is, it is translated, but this is originally a Chinese mod. So they are not going to be very helpful sometimes. Oh, thank you! Yeah, this is actually an older one. It is a Live 2D customizable that I like using for random off streams like this. Yeah, it might be. Oh, like I said, I would have to read through it. Like, they have the maids themselves. There's also the add-ons. Touhou, Gohei, and Damaku. There we go. There's the Gohei, which is a normal melee weapon. While on the Damaku task. Yeah. And that's what he can do. That is if I give him that task. But I have, like I said, I have no idea what it actually does. I would have to make him do it and figure that out. Oh. Haruke's. Yeah, okay. Or Hakure's. There we go, yeah. Oh, well, no worries. Like I said, it's just literally testing the little chat overlay. I don't know if you noticed. But yeah, I got a chat overlay running. And I think it looks pretty good. Especially for what I have planned on Sunday. But I appreciate you coming by, Kaneki. It's not really anything special that I'm doing right now. Like I said, I just wanted to see how to do the chat overlay. And he's probably gone. All right. Yeah, I wanted to check the chat overlay. That is all that I wanted to do. Everything else is just kind of a side bonus because I like talking about this mod because this mod is so great and no one talks about it much. There's a lot going on in it though because like I said, a lot of the stuff is compatibilities. that, what's the word, it can go with. Like I said, that little fox girl outside just does a lot of farming. And, let's see. All of it mostly starts with, this thing out here. Because a lot of the crafting is basically revolved around this. You have to make this in order to actually do half the stuff in this game. And yeah. What I really like about it is you can actually treat the, well, basically, they have a favorability bar. She probably has it maxed out for all I know. But yeah, she has it maxed out. What that is that it affects their stats. The more they like you, the stronger they are. And you make them like you by basically having like a little picnic thing, making sure they're fed. What's the word? Making sure they have a bed. Making sure that they have, what's the word? Stuff that they like interacting with in their room or area that they rest in. Which is why he has his own full room. And that's basically it. Just treat them like human beings. And they like you enough. And when they like you enough, they are stronger. And usually smarter in combat. And I like little things like that. Like I said, I played a lot of Dragon Quest Builders. I also liked a lot of Dark Cloud. I'm the type of person that genuinely likes to have NPCs basically, like, happy. So, that's my deal. Supposedly, like, in their, like, idle time, they like to interact with stuff like this, but I haven't gotten him to do that yet. And, yeah. There's also, like I said, there's a brewing system, which I added, because I like brewing and cooking. There's also a very complex cooking system. Because I can't leave well enough alone. It's actually quite funny. Some of the things that I do add for this, like, if you notice he eats a lot. There's also, like, I make it to where they have, like, both food and drink. Because, yes, you can also give them alcohol. And there's no purpose to actually give them alcohol. Just like there's not really much purpose to drink alcohol in this game, except it makes you drunk. That's basically it. Some of them give you bonuses, like some of the like meads and stuff give luck and whatnot, which means that it improves drop rates. But like most of the stuff doesn't actually do anything. So it's just I like having it. Let's see. There is they also I also added more biomes. So I could just wander around and find more biomes, and oh, you are full on your inventory, aren't you? Let me go check. No? Why did you... Okay, you know what? I'll just... okay, sure. Sure, why not? Anyway. And, yeah. I decided to go for a cave, base this time. Because most of the time, even though I joke about, like, playing Minecraft in a way where I just die in a cave, I actually just have, like, one little starter base that is just, like, a square, and then, like, nothing else. I wanted to go a little, more personable this time. Otherwise, I also tend to not like to affect the environment that much around me. So, I tend to build around it as much as I can. Well, the thing is, it's the problem as to why, what's the word? I'm not having her cook right now, but instead farm. Is because, let me go back and show you why, okay? This is all cooked food. With the exception of, like, this, and, like, that. Otherwise, this is all cooked food or variations of cooked food that I could have. And I'm kind of at a loss here. There is way too much, like, food that I made. Or actually had him make. So... yeah, as it is right now, I kind of need to, like, take a step back on, what's the word, my food that I'm making. And effectively, take some of the food that I have made and, go exploring. Because as it is right now, I had, like, an entire chest at one point of just nothing but cooked food. Which, actually, I should probably sort his, stuff out a little bit more. Like, say, for example, putting the bowls back in the thing. Or putting the bucket... oh, yeah, putting the bucket back. And putting the bottles back. Because every time that he eats or drinks... because a lot of the drinks are in glass bottles. And a lot of the food is in bowls. But yeah. Oh yeah, he can also play the bagpipes, funny enough. Like, I can have him play the fucking bagpipes. Because that was actually, something that we picked up. Actually, come back here. No, come back here. Anyway, they, there. Anyway, that's an image, right? Yeah. He can play instruments. Actually, fun fact, the playable instruments, what's the word, mod that I added, like I said, it adds a variety of different instruments, and you'll encounter skeletons that are just playing instruments, right? So, no joke, there's still, on occasion, I'll hear, like, monsters through the walls here that I need to take care of, but I haven't yet, because I'm kind of lazy. And, I kept hearing every so often, what's the word, a skeleton that was playing on the keyboard. And there was at one point where he was just playing Megalovania, and I'm just like, oh god damn it. Imagine that, you're right, going through the, what's the word, in a dark cave, and then you just hear, dun 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 dun. Yeah, I was miffed by it. I need to actually start up a lava farm here soon so I can throw my stuff away that I don't need. Because that's what I do usually. Is whenever I have a lava farm, I'll just go to the very top of it and just throw stuff away. Because I don't like hoarding too terribly much. And I already feel bad with the amount of hoarding that I have here. That reminds me. What was I going to do? Right. Anyway. Yep. So, Yeah, they can play little instruments. They can play what's the word? Games with you. It's pretty cute. Just overall, this is the cute mod. Is basically what I have going on here. A cute mod pack. And yeah. I also, like I said, added a bunch of different crops up to and including grapes. And yeah. And the grapes can make wine. Of course they do. There'd be no reason to have grapes if I couldn't make wine. A Sans boss fight in Minecraft. I've seen it. I have seen it. And you know what? There is a dude who has probably made Yes Steve models of Minecraft. I mean, sorry, of not Minecraft, of Undertale. No question. There's probably several. I know there was a Delta Rune pack for Touhou Little Maid that I can auto download if I feel like it. Do I have lemonade? No, actually, hold on. Do I have lemonade? What the hell was that? That is not lemonade. Lemon. No. No, I don't have lemons in this pack. Huh. Oh, that's the scary part. It's not rare for a Sans fight. Yeah, probably not. Like I said, I would no doubt it. I know somebody in the community for Yes Steve models, which are these skins. Hi. Actually made a bunch of Bionicle ones, weirdly enough. No, I don't have lemonades in my wine stand, no. You know, anyway. Yes, I do. Like the duck and the grapes at the lemonade stand. Yes, I got it. Hey, bomb, 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 bomb. Yes, I got it. Oh, okay, let's see. Well, the question is, what do I want to do? I was like going through caves for a while trying to find diamonds, but goddamn, I think I'm better off just strip mining at this point. Because this is 1.20.1, and 1.20.1, I'm pretty sure you might be at least partially aware. They changed up the cave generation quite a bit. And so, cave generation, I don't like it personally. Because the cave generation in 1.20.1 is like extremely massive, which is nice. But then you have stuff like basically like almost sinkholes throughout the majority of like the plains area now. And it's really hard well, not hard, it's just tedious in my opinion to build in plains now. Yeah, I think it was the Caves and Cliffs thing that did it. Because that was in 1.18. And, yeah, basically, like, they made cave generation a bit more complex and better, but at the cost of making it to where now there's just by far more sinkholes. And I don't like it. So, you know what, I think I'm gonna have to get more coal real quick. Yeah, like I said, it's bothersome to me because I hate filling up holes. And, Which is funny because I do it compulsively. I do it compulsively whenever I find holes. I'll usually try to like fill them back up again. And I also hate creepers for that reason. Because creepers basically have like that whole thing where they'll like blow up and then leave a hole behind, and it bothers me so much. You have no idea. And I also had a point where like I hate Endermen for that reason too, because they'll just like pick up random blocks and just leave them, and it bothers me. And so I'll end up just having to kill off a bunch of Endermen for like no reason other than I just don't want them around. Which I know sounds terrible. Yeah. But at the consequence of having, what's the word, more complex caves, you have stuff like this. Where it's like, good luck. Good luck going down there without hurting yourself, because you're gonna do it. It's gonna happen. I've done it at least several times. Not to mention, the AI for these guys aren't necessarily the smartest. So, he'll just end up getting into lava on accident. And, that's not nice. Yeah, I kind of even forgot how I got down there to begin with. Well, I don't mind the mountain digging out. I actually like mountains. Actually, one of the things that I thought about doing was making a mountain base, because I actually like mountains. And I'm not very good at water bucket clutching, to be honest. Not at all. It's... But yeah, I kind of forgot how I got down there. I'll figure it out. Anyway. Yeah, it is like actual cave diving. You're absolutely correct. Probably a bit too much like actual cave diving, because some of them get really tight. There's been a few times where I'm like, oh no, I'm in Nutty Buddy Cave. Or Nutty Putty Cave. I would like that, honestly. I don't think there is, because what's the word? Like, fiddled around with the world generation. There's amplified, which just does it worse. So there's that, I guess. I think one of these times for this cave, I'm going to have to, probably, like, just bite the bullet and get a water bucket and just throw down a waterfall so I can reach the bottom quicker without dying. Might be my only option, to be honest with you. Yeah, amplified, probably not the solution. It is indeed a problem. Alrighty. Oh yeah, that's how I got down there. I think I did that, yeah. Which I still have to hurt myself, unfortunately, in order to do it. But it's something. So, better than nothing, I suppose. God damn it. Yeah, I need to, like, make a ladder to get down here. Because honestly, I go through this cave so much trying to find stuff that it's probably in my best interest to do that. But there's also super flat, which I don't think is really a solution either, because I actually like caves, and if you go super flat, you're not going to have caves anymore. Which is kind of unfortunate. Where did he go? Oh, there he goes. Yeah, super flat I think is still a thing. I thought about making a super flat world before, just on a whim. But, I don't know. Maybe one of these days, if I get bored with one of my other instances of this game, then I will. What I used to do a lot with friends especially would be to basically boot up random mod packs of like what's the word, alternate ways of not alternate ways, but like alternate worlds. What in the world was that? But yeah, alternate worlds basically. And one of them that was a favorite of ours was called Stone Block 2. And that was pretty much along the lines of, imagine the entire world, if you will, just stone. And you had to dig through. And you had to basically, like, you know that little cave base that I have? Imagine that as like the entire world. That's pretty much Stone Block 2. And that's fun. That is honestly like one of the most fun that I've had, because it had like a thing where you had like different kinds of chickens, and you actually had also different kinds of cows too. So close to the end game of it for Stone Block 2, there was at one point where a friend of mine was going through this like EMC system, where it was revolved around basically converting and transmuting materials. And I ended up going, oh, dark matter. Okay, yeah, you made that? And he's like, yeah, I made that. It takes a lot to make one piece, though. And then I ended up going, well, you're going to be mad at me. And he's like, why? And I'm like, I'm going to hold your hand when I say this, but it is by far more, of your interest to live off the land and just breed cows. And he's like, what are you talking about? And I showed him this black matter cow because it got to that point of the mod pack where I ended up figuring out how to breed different cows together, because you had like a lava cow, you had a you had a lava cow, you had a coal cow, you had a diamond cow, etc, etc, etc. Basically every material under the sun, up to and including the modded materials, were cows. So it's just, you had to like crossbreed them and hope for the best after a while, because after a while it became RNG to get them through breeding. Yeah, it was fun. He got mad about that though, because he's just like, so you're saying then that all this to take one thing of dark matter and you just bred a cow to have it? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, I hate you. And that was part of the mod pack. That was not an extra mod that I downloaded or anything. That was part of the mod pack itself. So that wasn't my fault. Anyway, so yeah, basically that was a hard sell for him initially. He did not want to originally play Stone Block 2 because he was like, what the hell is the point of having an entire world of just stone? Oh yeah, good. Thank you. Thanks for coming and thanks for helping me test this stream. Anyway, good night. I'll probably play this a bit, see if people enjoy it or not. And, what's the word? As I explain how the ins and outs of it work. And there are some things that I still don't even know how it works. Anywho. Let's see. Yeah, for some reason, my stream is not updating on my phone. Well, I mean, it's showing people that are talking. But it's not showing me people that are actually in the stream itself. Oh, hi. Yeah, they tend to not really notice other maids as being hostile. I don't know why. Alright. Let's see. Alright. Oh, hi. There are people here. I just, for some reason, I was not noticing. Or not showing up. How you doing? Like I said, I'm just gonna talk incessantly about it. Why are you not... Yeah, you're not attacking. That's weird. Ow. There we go. Yeah, he is not doing it for some reason. Oh, it's because, okay, his shift counts as idle. That makes sense. Let's see. All day. There we go. I only have to do that right now. That explains why he was not helping me. Aside from me being dumb, after all. Or maybe that is why he wasn't helping me. Because I'm being dumb. Could be a possibility. It could be a mixture of things. Who knows? Let's see. Alright. But yeah, the caves get really nutty in this version. Of course, then again, by the same token, I did also download a mod called Quark that probably does not help cases at all. But it is what it is. Alright. Let's see, what else is there to mention? Yeah, I don't know if you noticed initially, and I might have to go find it again, but the Touhou Little Maid thing for some reason also made some of the slimes just giant Fumo heads, which I don't know if you know what Fumos are. But yeah, that's something. And so that's something that I'll have to deal with, is encountering basically a giant Marissa head or a giant Ramu head. If I can find it again, because I did see it bouncing around. That's part of the mod pack itself, and it's funny. It really is. But it's also kind of nutty, because you don't really expect it 9 times out of 10. Like I said, that is if I can find it again. So that was interesting. Oh, damn it. There we go. You're on your own, buddy. You're definitely on your own. Watch, I say that, and then I go and wander around and encounter... Oh, what's the word? Encounter it just jumping down? Yep, there we go. It jumped down at me. That's what I thought. There we go. Let's see. What else is there? Oh yeah, there's also a witch mod that I added for this. If anyone is still listening and interested. That basically adds its own alchemy system, for lack of a better term, that is very similar to that of like Atelier series, which of course I added something like that because I love Atelier. And that's interesting. I like that a lot. It's still something that I'm trying to figure out though, because a lot of the fun when it comes to like weird systems like that is trying to figure things out. Because a lot of the time, yeah, there will be like Wikipedia art or wikis for it, but most of the time it's you kind of have to figure it out yourself. Just enough items will tell you, kind of, but then there are some things that you're just not aware of, you know? Like, they'll tell you the recipe for it, but they won't tell you, like, sometimes that some kind of recipe exists, right? Or that you can even do something. Oh, hello. And I bet you that is painful for some people to look at. The fact that I found deep slate emerald ore and I just decided, no, I'm going to take that. Some of the really hardcore Minecraft people will be like, oh my god, why? Well, you could have, like, saved it. Oh, well, I'll find another one. Oh, thank you! Hi, Sapphic, how you doing? I'm just mostly testing out for Sunday. The model that I have planned for Sunday is not this one. This is just for random streams like this. You know, like random streams like Minecraft or something that have like almost nothing to do with what's the word? Star Rail. And I say almost nothing because let's be honest here, there's gonna be something. I want to have like a little chibi model for, because you know that makes sense, right? Oh wow, you woke up 10 minutes ago. Oh wow. What time is it over there for you? Oh, wow. 6 a.m. or p.m.? Goodness. I mean, I can relate. What's the word? I've done that before. Where I've just, like, you know, decided to sleep until 6 in the afternoon. Oh, it's morning for you. Okay. Oh, you do not have food, buddy. Here. Have food. Let's see. No, I know, how dare I, right? Like, yeah, here he is, you know, being nice and giving me, like, frustrated emotes because he's mad at me for something. Most likely because there is no idle, thing for him right now. Or most likely because I'm lost in a cave here. Yeah, and here I am starving him. How dare I? It's okay, he can make it up on Sunday. By, you know, just coming home very, very quickly. And multiple times. I would like to see 2... God, can you imagine? I would like to see 2, what's the word, on a stream. You know, in the same 10 roll. That'd be great. I know, right? Not a true Dr. Ratio fan. Definitely not. I didn't make this model or anything. I didn't give it an AI personality similar to his. Is that a serious question? No. No, it's not. Ah, damn it. Wow. Good, because I'd hate to have to use this sword. Wow, okay. Oh, that's about an accurate answer, honestly. Oh, God. I'm insane. Oh, what games are they, Sapphic? Major DLC and content update. Like I said, what games are they? Oh. Oh, I've heard about Frostpunk too. They're getting a content update. I'll have to let my what's the word, boyfriend know that, cuz I know he really likes playing Frostpunk too. Although, that's going to be kind of a hard sell currently, because, oh, a massive DLC-sized mod. Okay. Well, I mean, close enough. I'll have to tell him about it anyway. He'll probably like it. And but yeah, no, like that's gonna be a hard sell though. At the current moment, he's playing Claire Obscura or Claire Obscure, Expedition 33, which, to be honest with you, I understand. It is like I've only played about an hour or so of it, but I already say a game of the year. I don't think much else is going to top it right now. Oh, Expedition 33 came out of nowhere, honestly. Would recommend. I'm surprised you haven't actually heard about people talk about it because a lot of the big time content creators for Star Rail were calling it, what's the word, ironically and also kind of unironically, the Star Rail killer. Because it does a lot of things that Star Rail does, but better. Like, it has a brake bar, it has speed, what's the word, to contribute to more turns like Star Rail does. You know, it does those kind of things. But the thing that makes it a bit more, what's the word, unique and better is, for one thing, it's not a gacha game. It is like a JRPG through and through. And the combat system is also kind of interesting too, because the combat system has dodge mechanics as well as parry mechanics, which are really, really cool. And what's the word? That has like quick time events basically for both the dodge and the parry. It is turn-based, actually. Even though it has, like, real-time effects, like what I was saying with dodge and parry. It is primarily turn-based. And yeah, it does have a fair amount of weird animations. It also has a very good story, too. Would recommend. But it's that one game that pretty much kind of came out of nowhere. And when I say kind of came out of nowhere, it what's the word? Pretty much the only thing that I can think of that was that anyone saw about it or saw coming about it is some of the devs were ex-Ubisoft devs. And other than that, though, no one knows much about it. But I assure you, it's very good. I wouldn't say that it's weird animations quite in the way... Okay, here's the thing. The most notable feature that I can think of to describe that you've probably seen it is it has people on the cover turning into rose petals. Have you seen anything like that? Because it's free on Game Pass currently. That's part of the reason why people have been talking about it. Well, Game Pass is like a subscription fee for Xbox, except they give you free games every month. And, what's the word? It's on that service. Ow. I mean, you can also buy your games. Like, it's buyable. It is purchasable. And I think it's pretty cheap, too. It's like $40, I think. At most. But that's why a lot of people have been talking about it, is because they'll play it on Game Pass, realize, damn, this is actually really good, they'll end up just buying it. So, you know, something to consider. Ooh. Hello. Finally, diamonds. Hey. Yeah. Oh, goodness. Okay. Okay, well, that works. You can hold on to that a bit. I mean, no worries. I understand. I understand completely. Oh, man. We're going into the deep dark. The hell is that? I don't like it. Clearly he didn't like it either. I do not like whatever that is. Ow. Alright. No, I understand. Oblivion Remastered came out of nowhere too, and man, goodness, you know, it's quite funny. I remember thinking, man, you know, it'd be kind of cool if Oblivion was ever remastered. It was probably one of the few that people actually wanted remastered quite a bit. Mostly people wanted, like, Morrowind remastered, right? Oh, yeah? Well, the funny part is that, like, here's the way that I see it, alright? I'm not debating whether or not she's good. Because that was not my point at all. My point was that if, like, she clearly does better than he does, then she no longer becomes a support for him. She is a main damage dealer, right? And then by that metric, he then becomes a support for her. But then you're telling me that he's not a good support for her. And oh goodness. Okay. And that's not my point. My point was not necessarily to, like, dogpile on her usefulness. I was just saying, I argue whether or not she's a good support then if she ends up just outshining him to be a main damage dealer. You see my point? Oh, sorry. That was my point. Yeah, basically, that was it. Yeah, that was my point. That was it. And I don't know why they got pissy at me about that. Like, because I wasn't, like, necessarily being like, oh my god, he has to be the absolute best. No, because like I said, I used Fei Xiao in that equation. And Fei Xiao is a good example. You know? Yeah, exactly. It is like Acheron basically being outclassed by her and then calling her bind and slot. That doesn't make any sense at all. What? Shoot. I just didn't get it. I did not get it at all. Yeah, like, that was it. That was my point. Like, I wasn't opposed to getting Cypher. I'm still not. Because especially if, you know, she's good with ratio. If she's good with ratio, I'm getting her. I'm getting her E1, S1. I'll do it. I will do it, you know? I'm pretty much on the point of, like, Jing Yuan mains at that, and that, you know? Like, I will get whatever support that I need for him. That is not an issue. That has never been an issue. Oh, yeah. I just wanted a break. That is all I wanted. I wanted a break, and to be honest with you, I would be getting an Anaxagoras along with but the thing is, I don't have. I mean, I want to go all in on ratio. That's basically it. I want to do that. I want to get as many Eidolons as I possibly can. I want to get his light cone. And, you know, I can't do that and get Anaxagoras. So, unfortunately, Anaxagoras is getting sidelined, and I'm going to get him on a rerun. At least I can hope that he gets a rerun faster than, you know, Ratio got a rerun. Holy hell. I hope and pray that he gets a rerun faster than Ratio did. He probably will, though. You know, if Jiao got a faster rerun than Ratio, then I don't think I have to worry about an Anaxagoras. That is true. As much as I like Fate, I would normally be on that boat, but, here's the deal. I play Fate. I think that's why I'm not really that, what's the word, like, fussed by that. Is because the way that I see it is, I play Fate. I have Archer and Saber on my, Fate Grand Order account. Why would I care? You know, like, you see my point, right? Like, I want, like, at least 1 or 2 copies. But I'm getting Archer for free. Like, everyone, like, I'm pretty sure everyone knows that. You're getting Archer for free. So that's not a problem. But, like, yeah. Yeah, Grand Order. Yeah, basically, like, I have Saber in Grand Order. And the thing is that Saber in Grand Order may as well be Saber for the visual novel as well, because she remembers everything that happened in Fate Stay Night. And I have the receipts on that. So, like, that's not really a big deal to me. It's never been a big deal. So, I would like to have Saber specifically on Star Rail for the reason being that I would like to see if there's any particular, like, interaction, quote unquote. And the best way that I would get interaction is thoughts on other characters, if they'll have any, or if they'll have, like, like, dialogue between other characters for picking them. That would be crazy. That would be amazing. I would love that. But I get the feeling they're not going to have that except for, like, maybe the Trailblazer. Or each other. You know? Like, that's probably going to be it. Which is not a problem. But, like, it's not going to be that big of a priority. Yeah, like I said, they're probably gonna have dialogue with the MC, and that's pretty much it. Like, or each other. God damn it. So, like I said, it's not gonna be a big deal either way. For me. Okay. Yes, I know it's raining. He's gonna be saying that for a while. Because it's raining. It's... Yeah, I'm sorry. I actually can tighten that a bit. But then that would actually, like, lower the resolution of the stream itself. And I don't know how many people would actually, like, be willing to compromise on that. Of course, I could be wrong. I'm still new to this. I'm still new to, like, trying to entertain people. You know? Like I said, so for all that I know, you might just like, what's the word, you might just be okay with, resolution being absolutely atrocious. In turn for having, like, near instant latency. Of course, then again, it could also be the latency being an issue with YouTube itself. So, I don't know. Yep, I know, I found the diamonds. Thank goodness on that. Nah, it's fine? Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, I didn't explain to you what this is, because you're probably wondering what all is going on here. I mean, short answer, it's modded Minecraft. Long answer, it's a bunch of mods strung together. One of them that I really like, that I also wanted to test for a while, and also explain to people, because they were really interested in it. At least Chen was interested in it. This is an NPC. He has an AI chatbot attached to him. The AI is not controlling it so much as it's just an NPC that has predetermined capabilities. Oh yes, you're okay. The thing is, I have Vintage Story. I've played Vintage Story. Okay. There are things that I like about Vintage Story, but there are things that also really, really frustrate me. You have to understand, I very much play this game like a casual. Like, to the point to where I have maps up. To the point to where I can just teleport at any point back to my base if I wanted to. That's how casual I play this game. So on one hand, I'm not really a fan of Vintage Story for that, because I am not very hardcore, you know? On the other hand, the things that I like about Vintage Story is I like the crafting more. The crafting in Vintage Story is absolutely fantastic. I would probably play that more because of, like, say, things like napping or long-term, like, you know, making a house. Oh, I love that. I love that nonsense. Give that to me. Like, that is the kind of stuff that I jive with. Is what's the word? Making a house with basically what is the equivalent of the chisel mod already installed in, because that's kind of how that works from what I've seen of it. And what's the word? So the crafting I like a lot better. Combat I actually like a lot better than Minecraft's. Vintage Story combat is better. I actually like a little of both. Technically, like, I'm the type of person that you tell me about Greg Tech New Horizons, and I'm gonna love it. But I also like adventure ones like the Twilight Forest and whatnot. Oh, that's a skeleton, by the way. Yeah, exploration kind of bothers me on Vintage Story, sadly. Not a fan. Yeah. Oh, he didn't drop it. Damn. Oh well. Yeah, skeletons have instruments they can play in this mod. Oh, that's cool. I like that. But yeah, no, I like that. That's neat. I always liked taming what's the word, animals and whatnot in games like that. How are the sailboats anyway? Are they better or worse than Valheim? Because honestly, I think Valheim had some of the best sailing for open world survival games, but that's my personal opinion. I could be mistaken. But yeah, like I like both Daro. I like both technical. I also like adventure. So, I honestly could not like choose. Um so a lot of the mod packs that I throw together have usually a little of both. You know? Oh, that's fair. You never played Valheim? Hmm. Alrighty. Oh, you never used the sailboats in Valheim. Oh, that's fair. Um, no, I mean, I get it. I particularly liked them, but, they can be a little bit cumbersome. But to be fair, I feel like that also goes with the territory of, like, sailboats in general. That they'll be cumbersome no matter what. Oh, wow. Raw iron. Hello. Oh, and Vintage Story. Oh, yeah. Fair. I was talking about Valheim. Fair enough. Yeah, I never really got that far in Vintage Story, to be honest with you. Like I said, I want to, because I like a lot of things about it, but there are some things that I also just, like I said, I'm too much of a casual. Because the way that I see it is I tend not to play Minecraft after a while. If I play it too hardcore, quote unquote, I just stop playing it after a while because I get frustrated. Like, I will, die, I'll lose all my stuff in, like, lava, and I end up having, like, maybe, like, a stack of diamonds or more on me when it happened, and I'm like, I'm done. I quit. You know? Well, the thing is that I already know where I am on the map, because, like I said, there's this. I can teleport back to my base anytime that I want to. So, yeah. That's not a problem. Alright. Oh, I do now. Yeah, actually, I didn't used to. but I do now. And, I didn't used to because of the fact being that it's weird. It's much the same reason that I didn't for, like, Terraria. Was that I, like, there's always the common argument of if you have, like, keep inventory on for, like, Terraria or most of those kind of games, it's like, are you even really playing the game anymore? And I had that thought, but then I also realized there's not really much difference. So, the only thing that was different was my self-imposed, self-loathing, if you will, thought of what other people think about it. Which doesn't make any lick of sense, because 9 times out of 10, people aren't even going to know how I'm playing. And nowadays, even if people do know how I play, what's it matter? You know? Like... yeah, exactly. That is exactly it. Who cares, basically? Like, who cares indeed? Oh, you don't have a sword anymore, buddy. Shit, here you go. Ah, shoot, okay. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Ah, equip the sword. Help! But yeah, that was basically the long and short of it. Was, who cares, basically. That was essentially why I decided after a bit of just, you know, showcasing my, account for Imaginary only. And you know what? Like, seeing people in the comment section for Kekvin's, video on that, of, like, how many people are like, oh my god, I can't believe this person leveled up Mide's ult before, his skill. And it was, like, only at, like, 1 more than his skill. Because I tend to, like, level up everybody's skill, like, relatively equally and not caring about priority. Because 9 times out of 10, what's the purpose of priority if they're all going to be the same anyway? And... oh, no, I like phantoms. Phantoms are fine. I'm not annoyed by phantoms at all. I don't get why people get annoyed by phantoms. Because, honestly, the way that I see it is, by the time that I get an elytra, that's just free elytra materials. You know, to repair your elytra. Why hate phantoms? You know? Like, they're just another nuisance. They're not, like, they're not anything. I don't get it. No, if anything, I have more beef with creepers than I have with phantoms. I hate creepers a lot more. And that's because I build. So... yeah, that's pretty much my thought process. I'm getting attacked by everything anyway. You know? Who cares? Who cares? Like, goodness, I don't get it. I do not get people who hate phantoms. It's weird to me. It is so weird. Milk drinkers from the north of Skyrim. Oh man. Oh, actually, did I ever tell you a while back I made my own follower in Skyrim? I'm actually pretty happy about that. That was like one of my first forays into figuring out how really modding works was that. And this was like during the time that I was really, really, really hyped for Dragon's Dogma 2. And I was just like, okay, you know what? Instead of waiting for Dragon's Dogma 2, I will just, like, make Skyrim into Dragon's Dogma 2. That's usually how most of my modding goes. I should go back to the drawing board and make a ratio follower. Holy hell, can you imagine? Can you imagine? I could do that too. I could. Oh my goodness, I could actually do that. That seems like a fun idea. Because the follower that I made was not ratio. It was like some random dude that I came up with. And I was pleased by it. Like I still like him. I still think he's cool. I don't know what his deal is. There's still a lot of quirks with it that I don't quite understand. Like what it likes to do is that it likes to pick up weapons and use them on the fly. And that's cool and all, but not what I want him to do. So... I could legitimately. Actually, let's see if I can ask him something. Okay, that's not very helpful, but okay. This is not a common turtle, but okay. It's just like, why are you asking me? I actually don't know what these turtles are about. Like, they are wandering around the cave. They don't attack. They're cool, I guess. And this one has iron. Actually, it makes me wonder, does he drop iron if I kill it? Yeah, it is. It is a turtle from the Quark mod. I just have no idea what they do. Like, do they drop whatever they have on their backs? Because I don't know much about Quark. I have it installed, but I have no idea what it actually does. Alright. You're in the middle of the ocean. Teleporting back. Oh, you know what? That may be why I never cared about phantoms. I don't really AFK farm much. Yeah, I don't really do that. I think the closest that I did for anything like that was I set up like a villager hall. There he goes. I'm going to sleep now. Okay. I set up a villager hall, and that was pretty much the most that I've done anything like that. Most of the time, I will just explore. I will fight. I'll gather stuff, and that's pretty much the extent of what I'll do. So I don't really particularly do a lot of AFK farming or anything like that. Oh no, I changed his thing. I think he's on night mode. No, he's awake. Okay. Okay. Yeah, alright, alright. Shoot, where is... Or what do I want him to do now? Oh, by the way, you want to see something really funny? Because I have a hat mod. Right? Actually, better yet, let me see if I can find a better hat for him. Because they can wear hats. So... It's actually one of the compatibilities with this. They can wear hats. Let me see, what is a good hat for him? There we go. Oh, it's true. Yeah. It's one of those things that really kind of confused me after a while. When people are like, I miss the old Nether. And I'm like, what do you mean you miss the old Nether? You could legitimately go to the old Nether anytime you want. Like, the old Nether's always there. Like, on Java, you know? You can go there. Like, it's just boot up, what was it? I don't know, 1.8 or something? Yeah, 1.8. And, you know, you can go back to the Nether. Be like the old Nether. Before they did anything to it. And it's the weirdest thing, you know? Like... And it made me realize something after a while. When people are like, I miss the old Nether. Or, I miss the old overworld. Or, I miss, you know, all those things. Yeah. And, what's the word? It really, like, confused me. Because I feel like with console players, yeah, okay, they're out of luck, unfortunately. Console players kind of have to do whatever the console, you know, like, version is mandated to do. Sure. But, like, what's the word? Java players, when they say, I miss the old Nether, I'm just like, how? You know? Why? You know, you can go back at any point. And like I said, it was after a while that I realized it's not that they miss the old Nether. It's that they miss the old game in general. Like, it is the fact that they basically miss the old game as a whole. Like, they miss what the memories were given to them of the game. If that makes any sense, right? That is what they mean by that. It's not that they miss the old game mechanically. It's that they miss what the old game represented. That's basically what I mean by that. Is that they miss basically what it represented. They miss the memories that they had with it. It's like how when people say over and over that, what's the word? World of Warcraft changed. Or, blank MMO changed. As if they can't go back to it. And the thing is, here's the funny part, okay? You can go back to it. For the most part. They're called private servers. You can go back to pretty much any version of most MMOs that you want. With the exclusion being, like, unfortunately, and this is something that actually kind of baffles me, why there aren't any private servers for 14 in their versions. Because you think that would be a thing too, right? But for most things, like, say, when people were, like, going, I miss classic WoW, for the longest time, there were classic WoW servers, and they still are. Like, you can go back to them at any given point. Hell, you want to go official, Blizzard made official classic WoW servers. That's a thing. So, like I said, the whole concept of I miss blank when it comes to things like, games is kind of weird to me. But I get it after a while. Like I said, it's legitimately, it's not that they miss the thing mechanically. It's that they miss the memories involved in it. They don't miss classic WoW. They miss the friends that they had in classic WoW. They don't miss the Nether in it's already in Minecraft, or the old Nether in Minecraft. They miss basically messing around with their buds on LAN in old Minecraft. That's what they miss. Yeah, no, it's not even that. It's not even that they're good at complaining about things and but never suggesting. It's like I said, it's the nostalgia factor maxed out. Oh Jesus, another skeleton with an instrument. Uh, anyway, that's basically what it is. That's the long and short of it. Oh, good lord. I'm going to have to do something about that eventually. Yeah, no, I agree, Dario. I agree. I'm kind of in that same boat, too. Where, I kind of miss things about that. But like I said, at any given point, you can just go back to it. It's not hard to do. It legitimately is not. But like I said, that's basically what it comes down to. It's not that they particularly miss that. It's that they miss basically the memories associated with it. That is what they miss. They miss fooling around with their buds. They miss that. Alright, Aegis, no. Wily head, no. Piglet. Okay, some of these I'm going to have to actually, like, throw away. It's... Alright, Say it. Alright. Well, the funny part about that is, Dario, you'd think that, and some of those are true. Like, some of those old versions, you're not going to be able to get new world generation. Some people have actually made mods for the older versions to have the new generation. So that's not even a problem either in some cases. Like I said, it's one of those things where honestly, like, you could probably find a workable solution. And if you're really obsessive, if you can't, you could just be like me and just eventually work towards making a workable solution for yourself. Because you're that obsessive. But that's neither here nor there. So... Sit idle. Alright. But yeah, like I said, eventually you could probably find a workable solution for that. Like, I have seen people that, one of the more popular, versions that people like playing on is, 1.12, right? 1.12 is probably one of the most, like, popular versions to play on. purely because it has the most mods, but it's also the most stable. And there are so many back ports for 1.12. That's kind of insane, you know? So, I mean, you could probably find a thing that has both what you want as far as versions go for Minecraft, as well as, what it adds, you know? Like, that's very easy. There we go. I need to actually redo that because I am terrible at this. But yeah. Anyway. Oh no, it's not very ethical at all, no. No, usually in order to like reimburse it, I'll just throw a bunch of eggs at the wall over here. Call it a day. Oh, you want to see something really cute besides the ratio one? Because I have a fox girl up here that does farming. Isn't she cute? I don't know what she's from. But she's also like able to be talked to. She loves cake. Huh? A what now? A fox girl. Yeah, to be fair, I understand. I get it, you know? You're upset about it used to being 0, now it's no longer 0. But yeah, no, it's a little like fox girl. She's very cute. I think she's very cute anyway. For some reason, she's not putting her vegetables in the box like I want her to. But I can fix that. It's funny that you asked that, because I have seen that. I have seen a WoWo model. I would have to download it, because it's a Yes Steve model. It's not a, Touhou Maid model. Which, there is a difference. The Yes Steve models are like this. She's actually, before they had this option for like, maids, they had this. Which was effectively how they actually are. And she was converted over. The difference is, between that, is not really much, honestly. They're smaller. And they operate off of a different, mod. It's just that the people liked the Yes Steve model mod so much. Because the Yes Steve model mod, as you'd imagine, you can be anime girls. Or whatever you want, really. Because that goes off of a thing that you can do by making it in Blockbench. I mean, I could do it. Yeah, I could probably make a WoWo one. And I could probably put in her personality, too. Because the ratio one, as you noticed, has his personality. For the most part. I could. I was actually thinking about, because there's not an adventurine one, which is kind of criminal when you think about it. There wasn't a ratio one either. I ended up having to make that. But yeah, there's not an adventurine one either. And I thought about making like an adventurine one to have him like hang around here with the ratio one. And I could probably do that as well as add his personality in. And that would be cool. How is it totally understandable? I thought, if anything, that Adventuring was actually really popular as far as male characters go. It's like Adventuring and Sunday that people tend to like a lot. Well, Adventuring, Sunday, and Jing Yuan are like the big, like, male characters that people like. Right? Like, so it's kind of weird to me, but I guess it shouldn't be that weird that there isn't, like, a model for him. Of course, then again, I think the person who was making models for like Star Rail for Yes Steve models stopped at around 1.6, because the one that they made, the last one they made, was Ron May. Pretty sure, because I didn't see Black Swan or anybody like that afterwards. But I also thought it was criminal that, like I said, they made a Ron May one, but there wasn't a Ratio one. I had to do that. They are 90% of the male characters. Oh, fair. Jing Yuan, I'm okay with. I wouldn't say that, like, he's my favorite or anything. But, like, he's not bad. He's cool. I think as far as, like, because, okay, it's not that I'm picky about Star Rail characters, because I actually like a lot of Star Rail characters. A lot of them are very lukewarm to warm for me. The ones that I really, really, really like are, like, Jiao Cho. I really like Jiao Cho. I like Ratio. I also like Anaxagoras. All these choices are gonna be like, no duh. I also like Castris quite a bit. But I also liked Castris even before we met her in the storyline, because I just legitimately liked her design. No, I get it. Sampo and Mr. Rekka are cool. I would say they're a little bit warmer than most, but I wouldn't say that they were the ones that I like, oh god, I like them a lot, you know? But I like Castris quite a bit. I also like Black Swan. And I also like Kafka. I would say those are, like, my favorites as far as women goes, are Castris, Kafka, and Black Swan, which you see a pattern there, I'm sure. Oh yeah, justice for Sampo. I also think Cypher is cute. Like I said, and that's why I thought it was weird that people were like, well, you just don't like Cypher. It's like, no, I do like Cypher. I think Cypher is adorable. I probably would get her if not for the fact that I just want a break. I'd want to get her on a rerun. You know? Like... That's basically my issue. I just didn't want to get her right after I'm going all in on Ratio. I just want a break. That is legitimately it. And, like, if she's really good with Ratio, I guess I can't have that break. That is literally it. I like her animations because I always dug the really silly, really silly money-based kind of cat aesthetic. The Lucky Cat thing, you know, I really like the Lucky Cat thing. Hell, actually, funny enough, before Aventurine came out as playable, I actually was like, you know what, I wanted to roll for Aventurine before he was even playable. Because of one reason only. I like gamblers. Like, it's actually one of the things that I really like. I really like the gambler archetype quite a bit. So I was already going to probably roll for adventuring on the anniversary before anything else. Um, so it made me happy that he was actually really good, a really good preservation, because goddamn, like, but I would have probably rolled him anyway, even if he was, I don't know. God, what would be like the worst thing for him? Um, I guess if he was a standard DPS that didn't really do anything special, I still would have probably rolled for him. Well, yeah, I mean, I like QQ too. Or Ching Shui, yeah, I really like her too. I think she's fun. I think she's fun. I would definitely main her, honestly, more often. But I have the people that I like to main already, and I did build her for what it's worth. So, you know. No, I get it. I actually, female, okay, yeah, I did forget Herta. I would say, as far as number one women goes, Herta is probably it. Um, yeah. Herta is my favorite. And not even just the Herta. It was like, little Herta was my favorite. I still like her, honestly, a little bit more than main Herta. But, like, main Herta makes little Herta work, so I might as well. And plus, that's just double Herta. I mean, why not? Um, and yeah, I also like Acheron quite a bit. Um, would I say that I like Acheron more than Black Swan or Castris? I'd say no. I'd say Acheron would be a third or a fourth. But I like how she plays. I also think she's cute and cool. Um, I don't blame you. Honestly, Fugue is really neat. I actually E1S1 her because of the storyline, because I legitimately liked her in the story. Um, I was okay with Tingyun beforehand, but Fugue actually really did make me like her a lot. Um, Rappa grew on me. I probably still wouldn't roll her on my main, but Rappa is really fun on Imaginary only. Um, I legitimately like her play style. I also like what's the word? Her showing up in the story. She's fun. She should show up more often. Um, but Whoa, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know much about Whoa. I think she's okay. I don't know much about her though. All that I really know about her is by extension of Mr. Tail, and when I say that I like Whoa, I'm gonna be honest. It's mostly Mr. Tail that I actually really like. But that's not really fair, I feel. Alright. Yeah, no, I get it. And her quest was okay, for Rappa. I thought it was alright. How did they do that anyway? How did they have it to where, like, oh yeah, you just stab the flint knife into the, Oh well, whatever. Because I found this flint knife somewhere, like, stabbed into the crafting table, and I kind of want to do that, but, like, I don't know how. Oh yeah, no, I get it. What's the word? Yeah, Rappa does a lot of damage. Rappa is insane. I would say, like, I would like her. She would be a must-have for me if I didn't have her on Imaginary Only. From what I've played of her on Imaginary Only. Which is quite funny. Because beforehand, I initially was like, oh, well, I guess I'm gonna have to go for her because she's imaginary and I don't really have much for options. And it was quite funny seeing people on Twitter just lose their goddamn mind over Rappa. Basically being like, I hate her. I hate the fact that, you know, like, I hate the way that she looks. She looks like a ZZZ character. She's god-awful. Rappa is heavily underappreciated. She really is. It is stabbed in, it's not stabbed into the chopping board. It's stabbed into the crafting table that I saw it as. For the flint knife? Although, you might be right if you've played this mod before. You might actually be right. Where the hell it is. But no, she is definitely heavily underappreciated. I did like her music. I don't know if I would say it's the best music, but I did like her music. You're right, it was on the... Wow. So you have played this before then. Okay. Cool. Huh. I didn't know that happened. Huh. Yeah, no, I get that. Rappa's trailer was fantastic. Because Rappa's trailer was like, okay, to preface this, I might be thinking of a different trailer than you, but I might not, depending. I really liked Rappa's trailer because it reminded me a lot of Panty and Stocking. And I love Panty and Stocking. Like, Panty and Stocking is probably one of my, like, favorite animes up there. So, That is why I liked Rappa's trailer. Yeah. You know, I still have yet to watch Anaxagoras' trailer. I heard it was pretty good. Yeah, pretty much. She was set up to be sunk, really. Which is kind of weird that, like, a lot of the content also really catered to her too, hilariously enough. But she was definitely set up to be more of a sunk, what's the word, banner. You could tell. She didn't even have a myriad Celestia. So, and that's usually something that tends to be an issue with male characters and why people have, like, been mad about the treatment of male characters for so long. Is because, yeah. It's because, they don't have a Celestia, or Myriad Celestia, which is, like, a secondary trailer. Only the big time ones have that. And, yeah. Only the big time, characters have that. A Myriad Celestia. Basically, the more, important and, popular that they're going to be as far as what they expect on rollability, they're gonna get that. So... Well, the problem is that you say that, Sapphic, but herein lies the problem. he's running against both Saber and Archer, okay? And yeah, they're giving away Archer for free, sure. But, like, he's running up against a collab of fucking banners. You know? That's gonna be a hard sell. Like, they expect a lot from him, but that's gonna be a hard sell. Like, an extremely hard sell. So, I mean, yeah, they have, like, you know, they have, what's the word I'm looking for? They have, receipts on the fact that they expect him to sell well. But, like, I feel like it's gonna be hard. You know? Oh, no, not nearly as bad as what was with Rappa, because, Rappa had a problem with two different things. Not only was she, like, pushed in between a bunch of other banners, but you also have to recall, like, 3.6... I'm sorry, 2.6. Sorry. 2.6 was really, really, dry as far as, content goes. Only her, chapter really came out in 2.6. And so, like, as a matter of fact, she was also the only banner in 2.6, too, because the rest were just reruns, because, they kind of knew that no one was going to roll for her. Or at least not many people were going to roll for her. Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. I mean, you're not wrong in that regard. I'm just saying that putting him up against collab characters is gonna be rather difficult, you know? Like, good luck, right? Good luck indeed. Why did you hate 2.7 so much? Did you legitimately drink all the mead? No, you didn't drink all the mead. Okay. There you go. Wait, where? Oh, you're actually reading. Cool. Awesome. I was trying to get him to read all this time, but he wasn't doing it. No, I get it. And to be honest with you, Dario, I actually kind of agree with you on that. Oh, no, I get it. Yeah, 2.7 was okay. I didn't think it was terrible, but I also didn't think it was that great. I thought it was just fine. Like, it was, it wasn't too terribly long, but it also wasn't really boring. I'm gonna be honest with you. The worst story that we've had that I'm just like, God, nothing really happened was, I didn't really care for, you know, this is gonna be a controversial opinion. But I like Amphorius, okay? Let me preface this. I like Amphorius. I really do. I like the world building of Amphorius. I like, what's the word? A lot of the stuff going on in Amphorius. But holy hell, some of 3.0 is very much like, why? You know? Like, there is a lot of stuff in 3.0 that I feel is like, it is very, very bloated, you know? And I almost feel as though that they kind of make fun of you for that, for thinking like that. Because, like, especially with the butterflies and the fountain, that like start talking to you like you're a child no matter what, because there's no way to like not choose an option to do that. It goes into that anyway. um I like the world building. I did like the world building. I just thought as though that it was kind of talking down to you. Is basically why I didn't really care for it as much. Is because like I said, I think about the butterflies in the fountain. And that's kind of what I feel like the majority of the storyline was kind of like, you know? Like I might be just thinking too much into it or looking too much into it, but that's honestly kind of what it felt like, you know? It felt as though that it was almost like talking down to you at some point. I still have yet to do 3.2. Funny enough. I probably should do that tonight. Because I need, I also need to record it for Imaginary Only. But I also need to, like, go through and get as many jades as possible before Sunday. So, I should probably do that. Yeah, yeah. That well, I know that because like the first time around I liked it, but then like when I played through it on Imaginary Only, I was just like, oh, yeah. It really does not hold up well the second time around, in my personal opinion. Because I like it. Like I said, I like it. I like Amphorius. I like the world building. I like all of that. It's just it is very bogged down by thinking that it has to tell you about more esoteric things than it actually needs to do. Because it doesn't. Like, there's a lot of very straightforward things, you know? It's not like Pinacone, where Pinacone, like, to this day, I had someone actually ask me, what the fuck was the point of Pinacone? And I actually had that. I had a friend of mine ask me, what is up with Pinacone? Like, what is going on with it? And they were asking me that because they legitimately did not understand half of the stuff as far as like philosophical goes. I didn't think it was bad. I honestly thought it was alright. But see, that's the thing that's really weird to me. Like, I tend to be a lot more forgiving than most people, I think. I am more forgiving about storyline than most. Because I tend to know pretty much where they're going with things, you know? And, I also tend to be more patient than other people, believe it or not. Or at least that's what I've been told, is that I've been more patient than other people. So, and the way that I see it, and this is, I guess, coming from, like, you know, other games in general, I tend to play games that I at least like the storyline of. Unless I have already, like, tuned out that I'm not going to care about the story at all. And that has to be, like, something that has legitimately good combat to where I just don't know about the story and not going to care about the story, you know? Like, I would say Stranger in Paradise. Like, the Final Fantasy 1 game that, you know, was done by, like, Team Ninja. That would be on par with that. I would say the storyline for that is a bit lacking. But, you know what? I love the combat. You know? I love the combat of it. I love the, what's the word? Build crafting for Stranger in Paradise. Absolutely. But, But most things, though, is that the way that I see it is that I at least like the story first and foremost. And if I don't like the story at all, and I don't think anything else about the game really stands out to me, I'm not going to play it. That's just how it is. You know, I will put up with a lot more if I think the storyline is good. I do agree with that, Dario. I do agree with that quite a bit. There is a lot of things that they'll talk about in the Divergent universe that I will understand fully, and consequently, I'll end up having to explain to someone else who's asking me about that exact thing. Because you're right, they do tend to inflate a lot of dialogue. Which is quite funny because on some of the things that they do really well is esoteric mysticism, funny enough. It's not as well as, say, Project Moon in that case, because Project Moon is like master of that, I feel. But like, you know, it still does a lot that are pretty good and pretty fun. Like, one of the things that I thought was rather interesting was, and this was going over, like, some of the things as far as Aeons go, is realizing how much of the Aeons are involved with the Kabbalah. Which, you know, the Jewish Kabbalah. Which you would not expect. But after playing through Simulated and Divergent Universe, you end up picking up on that a lot more than you even do in the main storyline. Yeah, no, I agree, Dario. It gets a bit much. There's a lot of times in what's the word, Imaginary Only during Pinacone where I just went click 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 click, and I did it with Quantum Only as well. There was a lot of clicking that I did, a lot, and because the thing is that yeah, like there were some things that I saw. It's true. Well, you do talk a lot more in Pinacone than anywhere else. Like I said, I don't mind it, but yeah, there's too much. No, and I do appreciate that. Amphorius does do well as far as that goes. I can't complain about that. And I definitely don't. But, like, yeah. I just felt like the first part of 3.0 was definitely, like, that talks down to you quite a bit. And I didn't really care for that. But that was the only, like, real thing that I can think of that kind of, like, lowered my bar a bit. And even then, like, I would say the worst, the absolute worst of it was even playing through the base game. And when I say the base game for Star Rail, can you get a full base tour? There's not really much here. There is the farms here, which if you notice, I decided to make a bunch of farms to like separate out crops. Although I haven't really focused on exactly what kind of crops that I'm really focusing on. Just that anytime that I get seeds, they're just getting they're getting planted. There's a soybean patch over here. Oh, not soybean, sorry, not red bean patch over here with grapes. And then there's the bamboo over here, which I don't know what I'm going to use bamboo for. And then there's the sweet berries. And this is all the farming stuff. And then here's like a bunch of miscellaneous stuff because what the hell is that? What in the world was that? Hold on. I'm now panicked. I'm now alarmed. What was that? Okay, I'm just gonna pretend that didn't happen. Because I heard what sounded like stomping. But it wasn't in real life. It was actually in the game. So I was like, what the hell was that? Yeah. Anyway, there's not really much here. This is the kitchen with the cauldron back here, which has like the atelier stuff that I was talking about. This is the fermenter. This is a brew barrel. This is a cheese brew barrel, which we can also brew other things, but this is for cheese. And then this is another brew barrel for like something else. And I think it's for wine. And then this is the food, what's the word, chest. This is the cooking pot. And this is the crock pot. And these are just stoves that I have fire for. The reason why the cheese one is over here is because I need it to be at a specific temperature, because if it's too warm, it doesn't make cheese, and if it's too cold, it doesn't make cheese. And this is Ratio's room. I have it specifically set up here because during his idle time, he'll go over here and read, or he'll go and fiddle with this, although he won't fiddle with this unless you do. This is his bed. Unfortunately, I can't color it any other color than this because this is the maid bed, although that's probably something that'll change in the future when the mod gets updated. There's a duck. Doesn't do anything. It's just a duck. Bookshelves, because the thing is that I ask him what he wants, and he'll 9 times out of 10 he'll be like, I want more books. And then I'm like, how many bookshelves do you want? And he goes, until there are no more walls. And the thing is that I'm not going to go that far, but that's too many that's too many bookshelves. But then this is miscellaneous stuff right now that I've been throwing together. This was the chicken pit, which as soon as I actually get more bigger farmland, I'll expand out. And then down here isn't really much. This is just the entrance to the actual caves itself, which is what we were diving into to try to get diamonds. I'm working on it. I'm working on getting a bathtub. No, trust me, that's something I'm working on. I'm still like, this is a work in progress base. Like, it's actually something that I've been chomping at the bit for Tantric Acid, who is the dude who works on the Touhou Little Maid mod, by extension, like these things. Why are you... Okay. So you are awake. One of the things that I've been really pushing for is to have them have the ability to just wander through a particular area. Because as it is right now, putting him in idle just kind of has him sit there or stand there, which I don't really like. The only way that they wander is if they're following you. Like, if you notice, he'll just wander around and just, like, you know, do his own thing, as long as he's following. But I also wanted them to do that in their home area, which if you have home set up there, they won't move from this spot, but they also won't move exactly from this spot. Unless, of course, they're working. And it kind of bothers me. So, I kind of wish that they would change that, you know? But like I said, that's something that I need to, like, beg the dev for. Because as it is right now, it's not happening. And then, you know, I in the flowery field area, which is actually, this is where I spawned in. And I haven't moved. So, because I tend to like to sit in a spawn area. What I actually like to do normally is I like to make bases close to the water. But as you notice, it's kind of awkward to do that unless I were to like build on the stone shores. And I hate doing that. I hate stone shores. They're like the absolute worst. As far as, like, goodness. As far as what's the word, environments go, I hate the stone shores. I do not like the stone shores. So, yeah. And this is effectively the crafting area for Touhou Little Maid. Basically, anytime that I want to craft something from that mod, I have to come here. So, like, no, that's just all the Damaku. Like, say, like, if I wanted to get him a backpack, which he already has a backpack, and what the hell is that? Like, he already has a backpack, but if I wanted to build a backpack, I would go here, and, I would put all the stuff here along with the PowerPoints that I have. Basically, setting them up, and then they would just pop the item right here. My chibi model changed? How'd that happen? Hold on. Goodness, how did that happen? Hold on. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh Lord, how did that happen? There we go. Okay. Okay, I fixed it. I don't know how that happened. I'm sorry. I told you it's a customizable model. Yeah, it's a customizable model, and I must have pressed the wrong button to change it. So yeah, I'm good now. And I guess the spawn chunks are always loaded. It's probably part of the map. 'Cause honestly, yeah. It only really loads whatever I've been to. So, yeah. Yep, there we go. Honestly, like I said, I haven't really done much as far as the base goes. I've been mostly just like wandering around. Mainly inside the caves. But, as you probably noticed, bees. Bees make my honey. I actually found 2 beehives, and I ended up, setting that up because honestly, I need honey and I need bees, well, the beeswax for, cheese. Because I like making cheese. No, it's smoke bees. You smoke the bees so that way they don't attack you when you gather the honey. Yep, the bees are smoked. The bees are stoned. What are you doing? Hey, go sit in that. Anyway, oh yeah, I don't want that there. Okay. It's also another thing I have to worry about if I pick anything up. Yeah, I can also pick it up. Where did I put it? Oh no, where did I put it? Oh, I didn't put it down anywhere. Okay. Oh well, whatever. Knife. There we go. Okay. No, well, to be fair, you know, he treats me nicer. So, as he probably should. Um, to be fair though, he's never actually, yeah, he did. He yoinked my cheese. But anyway, to be fair though, he's never, what's the word, called Stell outright stupid. I don't know if you noticed that. But, like, yeah, he's never outright called Stell stupid. He's, called her, like, you know, idiotic in some points. Or she's doing idiotic things. But he's never actually outright called her stupid. So, you know. Something to consider there. My point is that he tends to be a lot nicer than people let on. So... yeah, he yoinked my cheese. It's okay though, I can make more cheese. There we go. Oh, actually, like, what would I say? Oh, she always wants cake. Yeah, true. I mean, I guess I can't really, I can't really, like, what's the word, expect too much. Of course she wants cake. She always wants cake. Yeah, there we go. Okay. No, I don't. But I could get steak. Alright. She loves cake, though. Like, by default, the maids love cake. It's funny that I say that, but, like, no, seriously. By default, they love cake. Because, like, that's actually how you tame maids in this game. Because, they are, like, you know, the servants are called maids, and they love cake. They absolutely adore cake. So, it's to the point to where the majority of them, what's the word, you can give them different cakes, and they'll love it. You know? Oh! What are you eating? I swear, it's like a pet where it's like, you know, the dog. Yeah, you tame maids. Hence the name of the mod, Touhou Little Maids. They're called maids. Oh, she's eating the rotten tomatoes. Oh my god, why is she doing that? Ah! Don't eat the rotten tomatoes. That explains a lot. No wonder she's saying ouch. Yeah, I don't even know why they're in here. Why they're part of this mod. Anyway, oh well, whatever. She's fine. Anyway, but yeah, no, like they're maids. They are like called maids in the game. Even though you can make them whatever anime person you want, in my case. But, like, he is a maid, too. He's part of that. Even though you know. But, yeah, that's the maid pack. They're just maids. And, that's part of their deal, right? And you tame them by using cake. I don't know about that, because like I said, it kind of reminds me of what are you eating? As I just go over and like, what's the word, look, and they just start chewing faster. as per what dogs do. I actually need to make a house for her. Or at least a little house with a room. So then that way in turn she has like a bed. Although I don't really need to. She's already at max favorability. But I still kind of want to. Because it would be cute. Oh yeah, no, I do too. I absolutely love fox girls with their big fluffy tails. It's actually funny. The little, what's the word, personality for her, because the personality for her is default of all the fox girls for the AI. Because the thing is that the chatbot AI, yeah, has it to where, you know, she's what's the word, nice, gets a little confused, and what's the word, has soft fluffy ears. It's apparently how they describe it, as soft fluffy ears and a fluffy tail. And she's nice, talks with a soft, patient tone, but gets a little confused. And that's the little personality that the chatbot has for her. Oh, cute! Yeah, two big fluffy fox tails. Huh, that's cute. But I can also, like, change her skin to, really any of them. Like, I could change it to where, you know, she uses, this one. Like, the New Year one. I could have her like that, or I could have her in the normal version of that. I don't know. I like the normal thing that I have for her, though. I just like this one the best. I don't know why. I think it's because, you know, I like the colors more. Yeah, I can see it. Oh, who's a vampire princess? Oh, that sounds already Touhou. I can see it. Oh yeah, also, you want to see something really funny that you might like? That you might get a kick out of? Because like I said, like, this may as well be the waifu mod, okay? Just to preface this. Because like I said, there's a lot of little things that you can do to, like, with your maids, right? To just be cute. Right? And this is one of them. This is like one of the cute things right here. Come over here. You can pick them up and just like carry them around. Like, see? Oh, I wish you could marry the maids. But no, you can carry them around like this. Yeah, it's adorable. There we go. Anyway, no, that's just something that I thought was cute. Was that you can carry them around if you want. And yes, that means I can also pick up and carry ratio if I wanted. Which actually, I can do that right now. See? There we go. Oh no, I accidentally forgot. When you pick them up like that, they follow you after a while. Yeah, I'll have to change her thing, which means I have to change his too, because he most likely is now follow. I don't know why I did that. I do know why I did that. I'm not the smartest. That is why I did that. Come here. Have it back. Okay. Alright. Alrighty, yeah. Well, she was holding an onion, yes. Where is she? Where did she go? Okay. No, come here. Alright, get back up here. Where did you go? Okay. Alright. Oh, God. Okay. Come here. Yeah, basically you pick them up and by default they end up just following you. Because, that's what they're programmed to do. Alrighty. Onion is a vegetable. That is correct. That is indeed correct. Anyway, I forgot a moment. Come here. There we go. This. All right. Yes. Onion is a vegetable. Union is not the vegetable. Union is what the voice actors have to deal with right now. Oh wow, she has 80 health. Wait, does that mean that Ratio has like 80 health? Oh, he has 40. Oh, because his favorability is not at max yet. It's going to be though. Alright. Alright, how are we doing on food? I mean, we could do better as far as food goes. Could do better. Go ahead and start cooking. There we go. Alright, yep, he's gonna be making, something. They do. She does make silly noises. He normally makes noises too, because like I said, I had it set up to where, he has his, Japanese voice lines. He was just very, very talkative earlier. Yeah, like he was non-stop going off, despite only having it at 10%. And, while I was streaming earlier and talking with people, that was hard because he kept talking over me. So, yeah, he was yapping a bit too much. Anyway. Like, the fox girl also yaps a lot too. Like, he'll actually hear, Master! As she's just wandering around. She's not gonna do it right now, but I don't know what her deal is. Yeah, like you hear, oi. I mean, you're not wrong. You are not wrong at all. Like, it's part of his charm, really. It's oh. Okay, now let's see. What are you making now? Are you making anything? No. No. Crockpot. No. Huh. Oh. Okay. Hmm. Alrighty then. Oh, you know what? Did I not put the... No, I did not. I did not put the bowls in there. I put the bowls somewhere else, clearly. Where did I put the bowls? Where are the bowls? Hmm. Did I just throw the bowls away? That can't be right. Does she have all the bowls? No, she has 3 of them. Okay. Yeah, I know. I'm when I go through and find a villager camp, or not villager camp, pillager camp, because they can kidnap maids sometimes. I'll tame one there. I'll get cake and offer them one, and then come back with it and get another fox girl, and then they can basically farm with each other. Okay, this is gonna drive me nuts. Where did I put all the bowls? Because there is no way he cooked with all the bowls. There's like 30 of them in here. I don't think he ate my bowls, no. I would think that he had them, but I don't think he ate them. I think I just accidentally threw them away somehow.
Oh.
The glass bowls, I mean, the glass bottles are there. That's not a problem. Huh. Let's see. Huh. How odd. Actually, now that I think about it, where did... Caveman noises? What do you mean caveman noises? No, that's just his Japanese voice lines for, like, thinking. I have that as his idle noise. Because, you know, I'm so obsessed with Star Rail. When I play it in Japanese, that's all I usually hear. And so, of course, I'm going to hear it in Minecraft because I'm just that way. Where in the world? Oh, goodness. What was I looking for? I think I was looking for the... Did I... Where did the rice go? Because I had a lot of rice, too. No. Oh, yeah. Yeah, like I said, that's his idle noise. The, oh. Now, I'm blind, and I have no idea where I put the bowls.
Oh,
it's nighttime? No, it's not nighttime. Alright. That's a crock pot. Can you make something? Crock pot. With a cooking pot? Do I have to, like, redo this? I might have to redo this. Hold on. No, it's fine. Okay. Well, that's not a problem then. Oh. Yeah, it is a Diglett helmet. You know what? That's probably... I don't have anything like that here. I probably... Oh, you know what? He probably did make a bunch of stuff already, because this is actually more than I thought I had initially. Yeah, I'm pretty certain okay, he didn't eat all the bowls. He made all the stuff with the bowls. That's what happened there. Okay. So actually, you know, he's fine. I need to make more beer. That is what I need to do. You think it would be funny for him to wear a Diglett hat? Okay, hold on a moment. Come here. Where is the Diglett hat? Because for the moment I had a monocle on him. Because I thought it was funny. Alright. Diglett hat it is. Actually, here, I'll take all the little funny hats. Here. Are you sure you don't want him like that? Okay, or here, Diglett. Oh. Is that better or worse than what you thought? Actually, funny enough, I can't drink. I wish I could, but I cannot drink. But is this better or worse than what you thought? Looks great, okay. There you go, Diglett hat for a while. Does look silly. Alright, let's see. Here you go. she can wear a traffic cone for a while. I actually need to get chests that are just full of hats because I love the hat mod here. Just the fact that you can put little hats on them is so funny to me. Because normally, none of them can show up. Well, I mean, normally, like, if you notice, like, that none of the armor sets or whatnot show up on them. The only reason why the hats do is because the developer made it to where these hats do. Oh, that's her drinking. Oh, that's what that noise was initially. That was her drinking. Okay. Alright, and then Pepper. Oh, he probably will. And to be honest with you, that wasn't him. That was just adventuring in general. He was not really a part of that, except he was dragged along for it, if you recall. Alright, Alright. I think I'm gonna call it here. And maybe possibly farm some more on Star Rail before it's a word, log off for the night. But it was nice of you guys to show up for this random little stream that doesn't really mean anything, but we now know that the chat overlay works. So that's good. That chat overlay is good. I'm glad that that works. Thank you. Like I said, it was just a random stream that I wanted to do to check out the chat overlay, and I kind of lost track of time. And I also wanted to like show off this little mod because I love modding. I think I've said that several times. I like modding. I like customizing. I like a lot of those things. And I also kind of wanted to show off the fact that I do have a part in it because, like I said, I made this skin. Not the Diglett part, but I did make this skin for him. And like I said, this maid, or this character, anyway, or this maid, I should say, may as well just be mine. It's able to be downloaded, so people have used it. I think I've showed it off before. Because I've also made a Wanderer one too. I should do more streams in the future, but man, they exhaust me. But tell you what, maybe every so often, once in a blue moon, when I'm like working on something in Blockbench, or working on a mod, or working on Live 2D, or working on basically a random project, maybe I'll just stream it as opposed to you know, doing it normally. But either way, thanks for coming. I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys on Sunday when I have my actual super awesome stream. That'll be fun because I have something really nice set up for it. Like really nice. Anyway, bye.